In all previous videos, we were looking for the perfect combination of drums, cymbals, and drumheads to suit the needs of particular musical genres. This time, let's see how we can change the drum sound by only changing the tuning of the snare drum. No drum defines the characteristics of your drum sound as much as the snare does. For this video, we chose the Sonor Artist Series Cottonwood snare with the coated single-ply drumhead. The 14x6 inch maple shell provides you with a huge tuning range and countless sound options. Throughout all demonstrations, the cymbals, the bass drum, and the processing stay the same. So besides the tuning, nothing changes. Let's see if we can create 3 different drum sounds by only tuning the snare drum. Let's start with a medium tuning. This might suit your needs for most pop and rock music contexts. Here's what that sounds like. The tone of the snare drum will blend in perfectly with electric guitars or keyboards, but sometimes this kind of standard tuning won't do the trick, so let's take the snare to its limits. First off, the lowest tuning we can achieve. This sound is perfect for ballads. The attack of a higher tuned snare might be too harsh within the music. We loosened the snare wires a little to lengthen the sustain, and to control the humming low tone of the snare, we also had to use a bit of muffling. The other extreme is to tune the snare as high as possible. In this range, you can achieve a timbali-like sound when playing without the snares. This is great for reggae music. Another musical genre that is well known for high snare drum tunings is funk. With a lot of instruments like horn sections playing, the snare needs to cut through. With the snares engaged, here's an example of what that sounds like. So as you can see, a single snare drum is not limited to one sound. Different snare drums might have different tuning ranges, and every drum has its own comfort zone where it works best. And if you're looking for a different sound, you might not have to buy a new drumhead or even a new snare. Try to experiment with the limits of your instrument and get to know it as much as possible. If you're aware of what your snare can do, you might also be able to quickly adjust the tuning between songs. This helps you a lot to always find the perfect spot for your snare sound within the arrangement of any song. So now go ahead and check out what your snare can do. Take it to its limits and let us know in the comments about your experience.